Hi, this is Miss Flora, and we are going to have social studies today. We'll wait for it to load, and I'll tell you what you need today. I hope you all had a great weekend. This is Monday, September 28th. You will need a pencil, a piece of paper, and a phone with a camera. Here are our objectives today. I will introduce American culture. We will discuss vocabulary associated with American culture. And then you will read about American culture and answer the questions provided. Here is the vocabulary for today's lesson. Heritage. Heritage is a shared history. Custom. The way a group of people does something. Tradition. A belief or custom that is handed down from older to younger group members. And then we have culture, the way of life of a group of people. There are people living in America from all over the world. They bring different dances, food, clothing, and more with them, and we celebrate holidays with different cultures. We're going to read pages 24 through 26, and then you will answer the questions on the task side. I printed the pages on here for you, but I'm going to read them, so hopefully that you can see them and understand them a little bit better. American culture. Who lives here? America is a land of incredible racial, ethnic, and religious diversity. Different groups contribute to our national identity. People of different races. Some people in the United States are grouped by their race. A racial group is one that is defined by particular physical characteristics. White Americans and African Americans are racial groups. So are Asian Americans, American Indians, and Alaskan Natives. Among these groups are similarities and differences. Racial groups have different customs and traditions. A custom is the way a group of people does something. A tradition is a belief or custom that is handed down from older to younger group members. A group's traditions are usually tied to its unique heritage or shared history. For example, African Americans celebrate Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is a modern version of an African harvest. Korean Americans celebrate a different day of harvest. It's called Shushok. For some groups, it is customary to speak their native language at home. You are already seeing examples of an important point. There are similarities and differences within racial groups, as well as among them. For example, within American Indian groups, there is astonishing diversity. Clothing, music, art, native stories, all of these are different within the American Indian community. Similarities among and within racial groups are not difficult to find, however. All members of these groups believe in America's core values, including freedom and equal rights for all. Ethnic diversity. Some people in the United States can be grouped together by their ethnicity. Ethnicity refers to a person's area of origin and culture. Culture is the way of life of a group of people. Latinos are an example of an ethnic group, even though their ancestors came from different countries like Mexico or Cuba. Latinos share a similar culture. Similarly, most white Americans have European ancestry. The differences among ethnic groups are numerous. For example, Mexican Americans celebrate the holiday of Cinco de Mayo, Spanish for 5th of May. Cinco de Mayo celebrates an important day in Mexican history. White Americans, partly because their heritage is European, celebrate the 4th of July because the 4th of July was the day the Declaration of Independence was passed. Of course, Americans of all ethnicities celebrate the 4th of July too. Within these ethnic groups are tremendous differences in culture, customs, and traditions. For example, Cuban Americans and Argentine Americans are both Spanish speaking groups, but they have different cultures. Cubans dance the salsa, Argentines the tango. Among all ethnic groups living in the United States, however, you will find an important similarity. They are all Americans. Religious groups. One of the core American freedoms guaranteed in the Bill of Rights is freedom of religion. This means that Americans are free to practice whatever religious faith they choose. Throughout our history, many groups of people have come to the United States in search of greater religious freedoms. Among religious groups, there are many similarities and differences. Three major religious groups are similar in that they believe in the existence of one God. These groups are Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. Among these three religions are great differences, however. Most of the differences have to do with each group's beliefs. Christians and Jews believe in a single God. Christians also believe in the teachings of Jesus. People of the Islamic faith are called Muslims. Muslims believe in a single God and follow the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad. Other major religions of the world are different. Hinduism is a religion of tremendous variety. Buddhists study the teachings of Buddha and seek to become enlightened or very wise and aware. Each religious group has similarities and differences within it, too. For example, Christianity is divided into three main subgroups. Christians around the world are Catholic, Protestant, or Eastern Orthodox. They are all believers in Christianity, but approach the faith differently. Within Protestantism is even more diversity. Protestant groups include Baptists, Methodists, Presbyterians, Lutheran, and others. Each group has its own way of expressing its Christian faith. So you find in these pages that Americans come from all over. We all have different beliefs, different religions, but we're all Americans. We all believe in freedom and equality, and that's one of the great things about America. So hopefully you enjoyed the reading. Now, if you'll go answer the question and turn it in, have a great day.